السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. Morning everybody. I'm so happy today to be part of this auspicious program and wonderful venture. And of course, I am really delighted and grateful to the staff and people of the م.إ.س College of Engineering Campus School at Kootiborram, and especially to the Department of Arabic and Islamic Studies. Tomorrow, 2021, December 18. December 18 is the International Arabic Day. So we are celebrating it and we are conducting this program, and many programs are being conducted around the world today and in this week. And as part of this, we are conducting a lecture, and I'm so happy and in fact really grateful to allow me to be a part of this program. Let's get into knowing some interesting facts and beautiful things about Arabic language. Arabic language is a 4,000 years old language. It is spoken by it's spoken in the countries. The number is 26. In addition to the countries which have Arabic as secondary or tertiary level language, second or third level official language, it is spoken officially and registered as officially in 30 countries around the world, including Israel and Chad, if I'm not mistaken. In addition to this, if you count the people who know to read and write Arabic, then Arabic is written, read and spoken by 400 million people and plus around the world. 400 million people speak, write and read Arabic. Arabic is the fifth language in the world after Mandarin, Spanish, Chinese or Mandarin, Spanish, English and Hindi. Arabic is the fifth language in the world regarding the number of people speaking the language. Now, we have many interesting facts about Arabic language. The UNESCO began to celebrate Arabic Language Day on December 18 in the year of 2010, commemorating the December 18th day or date of 1970, when the United Nations began or approved Arabic language as one of its 6 official languages. 6 official languages of United Nations mean all the process, conferences, written and electronic content received or conveyed or communicated to the United Nations will be available only in these 6 languages among the whole languages of the world. Arabic was approved as one of its functional 6 languages in 1970, December 18. Since then, it has been considered that December 18 as the International Arabic Day. In 5th AD or 6th AD itself, before Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in 5th AD or 6th AD itself, Arabic has been documented to have been compiled or written literature about it or using it. Even, of course, before Quran or Hadith. Arabic has 28 letters, and interestingly, it is written from right to left and not the other way. I hope you understand. Arabic is written from right to left, not from left to right. Along with these general physical features, there are some exquisite features of Arabic language. For example, when you say, of course, there are people in engineering college, when you say engineer, it doesn't identify or recognize whether it is a male engineer or a female engineer. While in Arabic, al-muhandis means a male engineer, al-muhandisa means a female engineer. Muallim means a teacher, male teacher, al-muallima means a female teacher. You are students in a school, so talib means a male student. Talibah or talibatun means a female student. one single word in Arabic without any addition of a word, without the necessity of a second word, or without occupying a space in the language or in the sentence or on the screen or in the book, it recognizes and distinguishes a female profession or a female from a male and vice versa, right? Along with this, when you say an engineer, it doesn't tell us whether it is, okay, it tells us it is definite, indefinite, but to make the indefinite thing to a definite thing, when you say engineer, you want to make it indefinite, definite to indefinite. Then you have to make the in the beginning, right? Engineer, the engineer. Engineer, indefinite, the engineer, definite. In Arabic, one single word will do all these things. Muhandis, indefinite, engineer. Al-Muhandis, engineer, definite. Muallim, teacher, indefinite. In English or Malayalam, or for example in English, the teacher. You need two words to describe a definite word of a teacher, right? In Arabic, you just add alif and lam in the beginning of muallim. It becomes al-muallim. Al-muallim means the teacher. Muallim means teacher, right? So these are some of the linguistic physical features of Arabic language. Now, dancer and danciers. We have some words in English language, but generally, most of the words, for example, in English language, one of the most popular languages of the world, don't tell us whether it is a male thing or a female thing. Engineer, it can be male engineer or female engineer. Teacher, professor, carpenter, driver, policeman and woman is there, but judge, right? Minister. Most of the words and professions don't tell us whether it is a male person or female person. Male profession, female profession. Najjar, Najjara, carpenter. Male carpenter, female carpenter. Sawaq, Sawaqa, male driver, female driver. Ustad, professor. Ustadatun, female professor. This is how one single word, without any addition, without any other attribute to identify whether it is a male thing or a female thing. Arabic language within one single word tells you whether it is a male word or female word, whether it is a male word or female word, whether it is a male profession, female profession. Now, when it comes to verbs, this is more evident and great. For example, you have a lot of teachers and teachers are listening to me, okay, in a school. Very good. Teacher doesn't mean it is a male teacher or female teacher. We have already told that. Now, what did he do? He taught. What is it he is doing? He is teaching. What is he teaching? He is teaching lessons. Whom he is teaching? He is teaching students. Where does he teach? He teaches in a school, right? In Arabic, all these words, teaching, taught, teacher, lesson, student, learn, request or command. Teach, command or request from the principal to the teacher. School, all these things are similar word derived out of a single word. This is the thing. All these things are derived out of a one single word in Arabic. Darrasa, taught. Yudarrisu, teaching. Mudarris, teacher. Madrus, something that is taught. Darisun, student. Madrasatun, school. Darsun, lesson. See? Okay, driving. Driver, driving. What is it driving? A car. A car is driven. Right? Sawwaqa, drove. Yusawiqu, driving. Musawwiq, driver. Sawaqa, driving. Right? Now, drive, sawwiq, and this is how the derivation is working in Arabic language. This can be, for example, allama yu'allimu ta'lim, teaching, and ta'allama, learning. This is another thing. For example, teaching and learning are connected things, but they don't have any linguistic connection, right? Teaching one word, learning another word, right? But knowledge, a totally different word, even though teaching, learning, knowledge, all are connected. In Arabic, right? علم يعلم تعليم, teaching and the profession of teaching. تعلم يتعلم تعلم, learned and learning. Then علم, knowledge. علم, taught him. تعلم, learn. Not only one profession or one concept, different associated connected concepts are deriving out of one single word. Maybe 100 words, verbs and nouns are deriving out of one single word in Arabic. This is one of the most peculiar thing among all languages in the world. Now, these are some of the linguistic, morphological, and syntactical features of Arabic language. Now, let's go back to some of the cultural aspects of Arabic language. You all go to the hospitals. We all go to the hospitals. Do you know that until 17th century, the primary guideline of medical sciences in European universities was Al-Qanun fi al-Tibb, the Canon of Medicine, an Arabic book translated into Latin and English, written by Abi Senna in Latin, who is in Arabic Ibn Sina. He was a theologian, philosopher, and a medical philosopher. Of course, he wrote his book in Arabic. He was speaking Arabic. He spoke Arabic, and he lived in an Arabic empire, the Abbasid Empire, during the golden age of Islam. Ibn Nafis, if I'm right, he is the first person to identify the pulmonary circulation, right? And he is the father of circulatory physiology, right? He spoke Arabic. He was a Shafi'ite school's jurist. He was a theologian. He was a religious scholar. He was speaking Arabic. He spoke Arabic. He wrote in Arabic, and his books have contributed greatly, and as him to be known as the father of circulatory physiology, the first man to identify the pulmonary circulation. Ibn Nafis, who is the first man to fly? I'm asking the students, who is the first man to fly? Generally, we all know that Wright brothers. There is a man who literally flew, not just, he just jumped from a tip of a mountain, not like that. He flew literally a little distance using a machine he devised and engineered, and then he fell down and died. Who is the man? Abbas bin Firnas, a Abbasid Empire's another man or person lived in that empire. He spoke Arabic. He learned in Arabic. He devised a machine, a flying machine, something like a glider, and he flew literally, even though he died. Abbas bin Firnas. Among all of this, we have Abul Qasim al-Zahrawi, who had depicted and described 200 medical equipments and tools, surgical tools in his book. Wrote in Arabic, he spoke Arabic. He is known as in Latin as Al-Lucasis, Abul Qasim al-Zahrawi. And Rawdatul Atir, one of the great sexological book in the world, written by another Arabic scholar, Ibn Battuta, Ajaib al-Aqtar wa Gharaib al-Amsar, an Arabic book. Ibn Battuta, 29 years of his life, he traveled around the globe, and he came to Calicut for 3 times, and he wrote all those things in Arabic. Mas'udi, Sulaiman, Abdul Razak, all of the travelers, geographers, botanists, medical practitioners, jurists, legal professionals, even engineering professionals like Abbas bin Firnas, the man of algebra, Al-Khwarizmi, Abu Musa al-Khwarizmi. He is the man of algebra, the algebra that we learn in school and engineering. It was established by the father of algebra. He's a Muslim Arab man, or a Muslim who spoke Arabic, and he wrote in Arabic. The book of balancing and other things. Of course, mashallah, I'm recording this thing in a camera, using a camera. The basic, one of the basic fundamentals of camera is belonging to optics. The book of optics, Kitabul Manadir. The book of optics was written by Ibn al-Haytham, who is known as Al-Haytham in Latin. And the concept he formulated as Al-Qumra, is the fundamental idea of designing and manufacturing the modern cameras. The thing that you snap in on Instagram daily actually belong fundamentally to an Arab person who wrote and spoke in Arabic. His name is Ibn al-Haytham. Okay, forget about everything. Let me tell you which is the oldest degree awarding university in the world. The oldest degree awarding university in the world, and which is continually functioning or even today. Which one? A 1200 years old university in Morocco, in Fez of Morocco, Jamiatul Qarawiyyin, the Al-Qarawiyyin University, which was established by a person who spoke Arabic and wrote in Arabic. And she was a woman. It was a woman who established, a Muslim woman who established, along with her speaking of Arabic and writing in Arabic, she established the first and oldest degree awarding university in the world. These are some of the things which are a very little of the whole of Arabic language. And if you allow me to talk about the Arabic literature, I will be speaking the whole day. And by this, I hope you have got a general outlook of Arabic language and literature and Arabic culture and Arabic tradition, and of course the golden age of Islam, which was using Arabic languages as a medium of instruction, a medium of conveying and disseminating. And of course, I'm so happy to talk to you, and of course about Arabic language, which is my life and bread and butter and my passion. Of course, thank you so much to the whole team, staff, students, and all people who are associated with the M.E.س Engineering College Campus School and Department of Arabic and Islamic Studies. Thank you so much. جزاكم الله خير. شكرا لحسن استماعكم. تهانينا الخالصة من عبد الهادي إبراهيم الفاروقي وقسم اللغة العربية لكلية الدكتور ذاكر حسين باليانغولي في تمرناع. لكل من يسمع هذا وكل من شارك في هذا البرنامج وكل من تطوع ليجعل هذا البرنامج حقيقة صادقة جميلة، وخاصة لأستاذكم شاهمون وكل من يدرس أو يشتغل في قسم اللغة العربية والدراسات الإسلامية، والآخرين في مدرسة التابعة لكلية م.إ.س الهندسية، وكل من يستمع إلى هذا البرنامج. وشكرا جزيلا. تهانينا بالنسبة إلى اليوم العالمي للغة العربية مرة أخرى، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.